All right, so we've got our card here, and we're going to start by just doing some circles. That's Mickey Mouse, okay? There's no right or wrong way to do this. Anyone can do this. Just go ahead and you take your pencil, and we're going to just visualize where we're going to put Mickey, okay? We're going to do his head, and we're going to do a little body for Mickey here, okay? So the head's going to be up towards the top. We got to leave room for the ears, but we're going to just start with a simple just circle, and I'm just doing this by freehand. That's okay. It's just a nice freehand circle. There we go. It doesn't have to be perfect. There's a circle. Now you can get creative. You can use, like, this is a tape roll that I have. You could use that if you'd like. And we can use that when we go to perhaps ink it if you want to be smoother, or you could use a stencil. But, you know, we're just rough. Look, this is just fun. We're just having fun. Anybody can do this. You got your pencil, and we're just going to take our time. Look at this. We're just going to start with a circle. That's Mickey right there. It looks just like him, doesn't it? Anyway, here we go. Now, for Mickey's ears, the rule of thumb for me is that it's two circles as well. They're a little bit oval shaped, and they're about, you know, roughly they would fit inside the circle here, okay? Like, that's about the size. If you were to put two ovals inside this circle, that's the rough size of Mickey's ears. You can make them as big or as small as you'd like. That's the beauty of this, but let's go ahead and add in two ovals. Look at this. We're just adding in two ovals, one there. And then we're going to I'm going to turn the page here so I can just get my oval, or here, I'm going to turn it around this way. However you're comfortable. And we're just going to do another oval about that size. And, oh, is it going to be the same size? Well, you know, it can be. It can be bigger. It can be smaller. It's okay. But there it is. We have our initial sketch for Mickey, and he's so iconic, Mr. Mickey Mouse himself. Walt Disney's creation. He's so iconic, you could probably color that in, and we all know what character that is. That's amazing. And just a little background on Mickey Mouse. Mickey made his first official public appearance in Steamboat Willie back in 1928. And created by, of course, Walt Disney. And a lot of fun character, you know, took on a lot of the 1930s vibe and all that. And surprisingly, Mickey Mouse in a lot of the cartoons is actually an underdog, who kind of, like, he's small and a little bit vulnerable, but he overcomes larger adversaries and larger conflict with his quick wit and can-do spirit. So I really love Mickey Mouse. He's very inspirational to me. And you always remember, you know, it's never too late to follow your dream. And if you have some things, some adversaries, so to speak, standing in your way, hey, a can-do spirit, a positive attitude, and hard work can get you by. So as I take a sip of my coffee, here we go. We're going to continue on with our Mickey Mouse drawing. So look at that. Just take your time. Look, we've got a circle and we've got two ovals. And, you know, again, it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? This is how I draw Mickey. It's just some shapes, okay? Now we're going to continue on with his head and his face, okay? So what I like to do now is I start kind of with the nose, okay? The nose is kind of in between here. So again, you can get as detailed and as calculating as you'd like. You can bring out your ruler and you could say, okay, well, he measures about an inch down. So you say 2/3 down for the nose, a little bit past halfway or around halfway. But today, we're just having fun, and grab your pencil, and here we go. We're not using any rulers and doing math today. You can, certainly, and math can be fun. But right now, we're just going to do it. Look what we're doing here. Just a nice big oval nose right there in the middle. Little bit down so we can, but, you know, pretty much right in the middle. You can do it in the middle. All right, and now we're going to build two more ovals off of this guy's eyes. That's going to be Mickey's eyes. It's just that easy. You know, here we go. We're going to bring up two ovals. There's one. Okay, it's kind of tilted. You can tilt it. You can go straight up. There's many ways to do this. I always say take your time, but make it your own. Make it your own, and that's exciting. And here we go. We got some eyes here. Okay, he's coming along. He kind of looks like a little bit like a Winnie the Pooh kind of character. Maybe starting to look like a teddy bear. That's okay. And here we go. 2 more small ovals right here in the eyes. All right. There he is there. That's our start. Now, again, you can kind of flesh these out. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect, but if you say, okay, I want it a little thinner there, that's okay. You make it a little thinner. Okay, we have plenty of erasers. And this is just pencils. This is an example of an eraser that I use here. I recommend one of these, like high polymer, the plastic erasers. And you know, you keep it nice and clean, and then you have your tip there, and then look, I can just, if I want to do it, look at this. I thinned up that eye. Oh, I want that eye a little thinner. There it goes. Okay, just that easy. All right, there's no problem, no stress. So everybody's got their circle, 2 ovals for the ears, an oval here, an oval here, and an oval there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ovals and a circle, and Mickey is starting to come along. He's got a nose and some eyes. All right, next what I usually like to do when I draw Mickey is I kind of make his, we can go with his mouth, but I kind of usually go like this. I go a little circle here, a little half circle here, okay? That's the start of his mouth, all right? And then we're just going to go up like this, all right? We're going to go up and kind of touch. That looks like a sideburn, all right? And then you come and you make a little triangle there, okay? And then you follow it around. Look what we're going to do. And all you do, we're just going to connect that little half circle. So now we've got his little hair there. Look, this ear's a little too low. Do you want to move it up? Okay, that's all you have to do. Look at this. Say, oh, I want, when I'm doing it, oh, now you know what? I like to have his ear just a little bit up more. Okay, there it goes. We moved his ear up. That's no problem. It's kind of cool when they're down and a little uneven. I kind of like that look. The Mickey style, you know, make it your own. Oh, look, is it a little bigger now? Is it a little off? That's okay. You take your time and you can look at this. Nice and easy. Doesn't have to be like so definitive, just nice and light. And there we go. We got another little ear. He moved it up a little bit. Kind of fun. Okay, so here we go. And we're going to draw the mouth. We're going to draw the mouth. We're going to do another little half circle and another little half circle. Okay, and then we're going to just draw a line. Take your time. We got our line. Look at that. He's smiling. And now we go ahead and we do our little bottom half of the mouth. Got his mouth open. And there we go. Okay, 2 half circles, a line, and then a kind of line down here. Kind of makes like a little rough triangle. So now we can draw 2 little half circles. Look at this. That's it. That's his tongue. Boom. Okay. Now what happens at the bottom here with Mickey? Look, he's smiling so big, his little chin comes out. So it's another half circle there. Now look how he's coming along. Now we take here and we just bring around the circle. Okay, we follow our half circle, we bring it around. Look at this. Right there. All right. We're at a good stopping point with Mickey's head. You can add in if you want. I added a couple little eyebrows. But, you know, you see the top of his head there. And this kind of, you can always, you know, kind of tweak this and flesh it out. But right now, this is kind of how Mickey's looking. He's coming along. It's kind of fun, okay? Now let's go ahead and do his body. His body is kind of like, comes out. How I draw it here is I kind of bring out his body. Now he's got shorts. And they're going to kind of come to here. So here's his body, okay? Look at this. This is kind of how I draw the body, okay? That's the start of the body. It looks like kind of like a flag waving. Little two curved lines and a line here to start. We can go ahead and start. We can do just two legs. Look at this. So there he is right there, okay? Now we're going to do two little half circles at the bottom. So you got your straights and then you got your half circles. We do two more. Look at this. The same thing. We're just going to go around. Look at that. Okay. And here we go. This is big. We're going to just do his shoes. You can do them as big as you want. I'm going to go like that. Some fun little shoes. Oh, right at the bottom of the page there. Another shoe here. You can make these however you want to do them. They're just two round. Look, they're kind of like his ears up top. A couple little ovals down here at the bottom. It's just that easy. Look at this. Here we are. We got a couple feet there. We got Mickey. All right. So let's do a couple arms. In this case, we're going to do a pose that he's kind of standing there with his arms and on his hips here. Okay, so we're gonna just bring out a couple arms. That's okay. Got two arms there. Okay, and you kind of see how it is. See how it looks. So here, look, we're just bringing out two arms. All right, start with this guy. We're bringing him out. Two arms. All right. So let's go ahead and do the first hand. It's going to look a lot like this foot, just a circle, half circle there. It looks like a C. Looks like a C, and then another half circle. Look at that, a little C. A little C on his arm. That's the start of his glove. And then for this, we're just going to bring around. Okay, it's like another circle almost, okay? Look at that. It's almost like another circle. And then just a line down here. You can kind of make this your own. He's got little lines for his gloves. And then look, I'm going to make the fingers. Okay. And it's all just half circles and circles here. Okay. He's kind of got his thing here. And then we'll figure his middle out. But this is, look, there's his arms. Okay. There's his first arm. And I got his arm on there. Now his second arm, the same thing. We got a half circle, another half circle. It looks like a C. Okay, then we're going to do another half circle to kind of match that, all right? And in this case, let's see, let's go make it kind of look like that. And then we've got his hand. So there you go. It's that easy, okay? You take a little, you want to go a little further? You take your eraser and you kind of figure it out. Went kind of quick through that. But, you know, again, the arms are just through. And here we go. Now we're going to go ahead and create his little shorts. They go real high here. His shorts. And this is where they kind of go. So you can put a line like this. This is the short here. And there. All right. So let's see. Let's erase this. Kind of see just how we're gonna, it's okay. So you kind of started with that, and you can kind of make it your own here, but we're gonna bring it around. This is his shorts, and they just go like this, and then he's got his other short, little like that, okay? Now, you can get creative. You can take as long as you want, or as short as you want. It's a rough sketch, but this is where it's kind of at. You take the bottom and you kind of turn it into two little shorts that he has there, okay? Then we've got two more ovals here, about the same size as his eye, a little bit bigger. Those are the two buttons on the front of his shorts. And there we have him, Mickey Mouse. A lot of fun, okay? But this is a rough idea, especially with the head, where you can go. Now, if you want to add any detail, you can. Usually, well, again, this area will be black, and then the nose will be black, so you can leave a little spot here on the nose that's going to be left blank or left white to add as a reflection. So we're going to go ahead now, as I take a sip of the coffee here. It's been about 15 minutes or so, and hopefully, you take your time and you're going to end up with something similar to this. So flesh it out with your pencils, and let's get ready to get our ink pens, because we're going to ink Mickey. Here we go.